Getting started here. Good to see everyone. And another good, hard Wednesday nighter. So hope everyone's ready. We'll just start out. We have a couple of guests, a couple of new people. So I will, on a couple of occasions, just refer to some of the concepts that we use to cue the efforts in RPM. Tonight's workout is a good solid set of 5, I would say hill repeats, other than as the cadence gets higher, regardless. They may not be on a hill, but we're focusing on a build of cadences throughout. So I'll give more cues on that as we get there. Gonna start with the usual, about 20 minutes of getting warmed up, going through a couple of things that are gonna be relevant for the workout. Okay, everybody right now though, couple more minutes, actually 3 more minutes of just riding easy. You're turning the pedals over, 3-ish out of 10, using that 10 out of 10 as sort of our hardest aerobic related effort. So you guys who have done the ramp test know that that's the final effort level, wattage level that you get to, but it's gone through a build to get there. So not like when you just do as hard as you can for 10 seconds or 15 seconds or 30 or even a minute. It's after you've done the progression. So it's a big number and differs for everybody based on all the usual criteria, size, experience, fitness level, bunch of things. But when we're talking about easy, we're talking about below 5 out of 10. And I just want you to feel a little bit behind the pedals, getting the legs warmed up, not even really sweating too much at this point. Get those fans on, windows open. Make sure that you're getting the most benefit you can out of the workout. So boiling hot if you don't have to be, and I know sometimes it's unavoidable, but boiling hot if you don't have to be is not going to give you the quality we're trying to get, okay? So another little bit here, easy, while everyone gets settled. Good, so one of the things I'm just going to briefly touch on, because I had someone who commented on one of the videos and said, once I figured out what cadence was, and I mean, we talk about it so much, but just to make sure everybody is fully understanding of that, when we talk about cadence, revolutions per minute, there are optimals for various things we do, and everything we do in the workout, particularly a workout like this one, is at a specific cadence, or give or take 2 or 3 or 4 RPM, but it's in a range we want you to be. So that's one thing. It is important tonight, not just the effort. And then the other thing, you know from other sports, running has a cadence, revolutions or turnover, rowing has a stroke rate, swimming has a stroke rate. So it's the same concept. Just important to be trying to manage your turnover and be in line with what I'm talking about. Okay, and you'll be better, you'll feel better in some ranges than others, which particularly tonight, when we're doing efforts where you're coming from a lower strength kind of cadence up to a high cadence, all at a pretty big push, then you'll certainly feel which feels the best to you right now. That'll change over years of training maybe, unless you're perfect to begin with. And we have a last effort where you'll go back to where you felt the most efficient. And like you're producing the power the most efficiently, okay? If you don't have a cadence meter, RPM of any sort, do your best to follow my legs. I will try, I'll let you know, even if I get a bit excited, I'm like, oh, I'm getting out of my range. But basically I will be at the cadences I'm cueing you on. And just as a very, very, very simple reminder for anyone who doesn't have cadence, you can always count, okay? Every 15 seconds, one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doing that. Learning those rhythms for when you're out on your bike is really good as well. And so when we're working at lower cadences, I can cue you for about the number you're looking for every 15 seconds. Okay, ready to roll, everybody? We're gonna move the gear up from our 3-ish out of 10 effort, not talking about a zone, and we're gonna bring it to 5. So 5, remembering, is where we're fully aerobic, we're early on in the group ride, and I want you to find that at your preferred cadence. So 90 to 100 is the range I want you to find, or so your perfect cadence is where I want you to find it. I want you to bring the gear up so that you're feeling an effort level of 5 out of 10, or if you have your wattage, you know what your 50% number is, right? So we'll settle into that. I'm just gonna give you a few seconds here to get yourself sorted, to find that. So remember, this is kind of our first level, early in a group ride. You're feeling like you're getting warm, sweating a bit, but it's definitely not, you can put words together, you can speak in sentences, so it's at that kind of rate. Okay, settle into this. Another 30 seconds, and then what I'm gonna have you do is lift your cadence on my cue, and we're gonna do a range. We're gonna go up and then back to this, up, back to where you started, 4 times. All right, we're gonna start in 10 seconds. You're at that preferred cadence. Little sip of water, and your first increase is gonna be to 100-ish. Up, up, wind it up. Okay, guys, nice and relaxed. Shoulders, bend in the elbows, light hands. 100 cadence. I'm right at 101. We're gonna go back in 5 seconds to where you started. 90 to 100. 2, 1, back down. Little bit of back off. And relax. Okay, again, relax face, shoulders. Get into it here. Next lift is gonna be 105. So probably bring it up somewhere around 10 RPM from where you are. And we're going in 5 seconds. You shouldn't be in too hard a gear to do this. 2, 1, 105. Up, up. It's just a little lift. Well within an efficient range. If you're riding along on the flat, on the road, on the mountain bike, 105, right there. A little bit longer. 3, 2, and back to where you started, somewhere in that 90 to 100 range. 2 more. If you're over-geared and you already feel like you can't get to these cadences, you need to back off. Whether it's just that you're not warmed up enough or just a mistake, either way, I want you to reach the cadences right now. We're not in the big hard part of the workout. In 5, going up to 110. All right? Up, up. We're over 25 revolutions every 15 seconds. More like 27. Good, settle in right here. A little bit longer. 3, 2, back to where you're comfortable. 1 more. So we're just letting it come back down, keeping a nice kind of fluctuation of pressure on the pedals. Not dropping it suddenly, not increasing suddenly. Next one, 115. It's still under 20 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. 2, 1, up, up. Sorry, that was 30. 115. $15 seconds to go. Good, breathe, relax. Just getting the pistons fired up. 2, 1, back to where you're comfortable. Okay, so apparently Lesley's math was off a bit. 30 pedal strokes for 15 seconds, obviously, is 120 cadence. So you're under that at 115. Somewhere 28-ish at that high point. We're now going to bring the gear up a little bit. 6 out of 10. And we're going to repeat that. So at your comfortable cadence, a little bit more gear. Hopefully you can just add one more. If it feels like 100 gears on the trainer you're on, let's just leave it alone for this part of the workout. I'd rather you do the leg speed. Settling in again. Gonna do our first lift. Up to 105. 2, 1, up, up, 105. Stay right here. Good job. 26 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. Bringing it back down to where you're comfortable. In 2 and 1. Back down. I know some of the smart trainers, let's make sure you're on a manual setting. Those CompuTrainers and things that want to add watts on or keep bringing you back all the time, we'll just have to kind of work around that. The main sets, are you going to be able to settle in pretty solidly? All right, next one, 110, about 27 RPM. Sorry, about 27 every 15 seconds. Bring it up. 110. Wind it up. Just touching it there. Holding on. Last little bit here. 2, 1. Back to where you're comfortable. Good job, riders. One more. Gonna bring it up to 115. Remember, not punching into it, winding it up. And ready, 115, up, up. Awesome job, guys. Come on. 115 is awkward for most of us. Once you get there, try and hold on to it. Another 20 seconds. A little longer this time. Good. Nice and solid. Stay with it. 3, 2, and back to your starting place. 90 to 100. Finish off the minute. 30 seconds. Dropping it down. In control. Not stopping until I say stop. 15 to go. Nicely done, guys, a little bit more. 10. Good job. Little break for everyone in 2, 1. Back off the gear as much as you like. Moving blood around only. Easy, easy. Okay, so warm up. Just trying to get the feel for our legs. Don't know what you've been doing all day. I feel like I sit down a lot these days. But just starting to get some degree of mobility, snap, get it going. So have a little drink. The efforts we're doing are 4 minutes long, and they're all starting from that magical threshold kind of spot, 85%, 8 out of 10. We're working on that today. I just lost my screen trace. Tracy? Sorry. Okay. Lost you guys. Tracy's tripping over wires in here. Okay. So just as our next little piece of action, hopefully you can still hear me. You're going to bring up some gear. You're going to bring up some gear. And I want you to feel somewhere around your 6 out of 10. We're just checking all our connections here. So bring up the gear a little bit. We're now getting the password cue trace. So we may have to have Tracy in the shot here just for a second. In the meantime, a little bit of gear, 6 out of 10. And we're going to do a little standing pyramid. So we're starting with little short pieces of standing. Hi, everyone. Nice of you to join me. We're going to start with little pieces of standing. I want you to think about being balanced over the bike, engaging your core. We're not leaning on the handlebars. So if you need a little bit more gear, first one's going to be short, taking the bike with you. In 2, 1, 15 seconds. I have no idea. Okay, guys, holding on to it. Another 5, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Take the bike with you. Everybody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. One of these? Yes? Good, awesome. All right, staying in this gear, 30 seconds. In 2, 1, up. Good, we're not leaning on the handlebars. In that nice, mobile, kind of ready to charge position, even though we're not charging. Another 10 seconds to go. Stay with it. Awesome job, guys. Not leaning on the handlebars. If you're not used to doing this indoors, it'll make you really good at it outdoors. Take it back down. 45 seconds next. Regroup, recover. You're trying to do this without slamming on a bunch of gear. Use this a lot to get on top of the gear, so I don't want you bogging yourself down. 45 seconds, 2, 1, up. Good, use that core. Your chest open, but you're not locking your elbows. 30 seconds to go. Come on. A little bit of dancing on those pedals. Good job, guys. 20 seconds to go. Hold on to it. Eyes up. Look where you want to go. 10. Nice. Last little bit. 3, 2. Take the bike with you. Good job. Okay. 45 seconds again. Try not to increase your gear. Hold on to that nice, supple pedal stroke. 2, 1, up, up. Come on, 45 seconds. Not a lot of unnecessary moving around. Still centered. Keeping this working for you. Halfway through. Come on, guys. Going to be using this at the end of some of the efforts. We're trying to get some muscle memory. Get ourselves ready. Another 10. Awesome job, guys. Stay with it. 3, 2, back down, regroup. Good, back to a comfortable cadence. And back down the pyramid. 30 seconds, up, up. Good, eyes up. Good job, guys. Halfway. Really good. The shoulders are not moving up around your ears. 2, 1, quick touchdown. And kind of like we're at the top of a hill. Another last little push. 2, 1, bring it up. This time, let's do a little acceleration. Come on, pick up the leg speed. We're not dawdling. Now we're trying to push for the finish of this hill, or this piece. In 2, 1, back down, back off the gear. Okay. Everybody got the legs feeling under them a little bit now? Want to check my volume, Trace? Because I've been messing around with it. Things in my pockets says. Isn't that what Gollum said? It's in your pockets. Okay, so just a last couple minutes of relaxing. I have been making playlists. I know Tracy put it up. If you haven't got it right now, if you have got my playlist on, right now if you go sort of down to around song 9, Red Right Hand is right before where I have it queued up to start for this set. There's a Funk Hunters song, I think, number 10, which will be the beginning of the first 4 minutes. So if you put that other song on just to kind of get us through this little bit of roll into the efforts, that'll help you get queued up. So song 10 is where we're going to start the effort coming after this. And we're just about best part of 2 minutes out. Okay? So we are doing 5 4-minute efforts. And these are all starting from different cadences. So we're going from a 70 cadence for the first one. And you guys know that ends up being somewhere around 18 pedal strokes for 15 seconds, or well kind of down into slogging a gear around a bit, into not quite full strength effort, but you're down the scale using more muscular engagement than when we're getting to the higher cadences. So the first one, 70 cadence, and your effort level or your wattage, 8 out of 10 if you're using effort. So it's high, it's hard. You're not putting words together, and you're definitely bringing lactic acid into your legs. And then if you know your 85% number, That's around where we're starting. You can back it off 10 or 20 if you want from that to make it more of an 80% as well. But that's what we're trying to do. 3.5 minutes at that cadence, turning it over. Super strong, really committed to that number. Last 30 seconds, I'm gonna cue you for an increase in cadence. So the push, the turnover to do that, we're going in 45 seconds. The turnover to do that in the lower gears will be a little bit of a slog maybe, but try and get 5 to 10 RPM out of yourself. You'll have 3 minutes off. The next one starts at 80 cadence, 3 minutes off, 90, 3 minutes off, 100 plus if you can for me. Last one's your choice, okay? So right now, 70 cadence, have a drink, bringing some gear in, cue that song, cue whatever song it is if you're not on song 10. Was that taking a smoke break there? Let's see what Brent was doing. Okay, 70 cadence, here we go. Slotting into our 4 minutes, flick that butt away, 2, 1, and settle in. Come on, I'll give you the usual sort of cues, about 30 seconds. Big gear, follow my leg speed, core engaged. Nice and strong. Awesome job. You're already at 30 seconds. Let those ankles move. Shoulders relaxed. Come on, guys, pull it around. If you're counting, 18. Every 15 seconds will do. Nicely done. 1 minute down. Come on, guys, strong through the feet. Let the ankles move. Really good, you guys. On the good side of this now. And saying lately, doing this without all you guys in the room, notice what a heavy breather I am, but I like to kind of get into it when I'm by myself, use it to help me get the pedals to turn over. You guys use whatever it is, helps you with your effort. Relax again. 2 minutes. On. Breathing. Looking ahead. Hold on to that rhythm. Really good. 60 more seconds like this. This doesn't feel as much like a big heart rate effort because you're in a big gear and a slow cadence. Come on, guys. Awesome. Stay on it. On, feed off the energy. "15 seconds. And we're going to do that push to the top of this 4 minutes, top of the climb. Coming up to it now. Come on, strong through the feet. 2, 1, 5 to 10 RPM. Come on, lift it. Push into the pedals. Not too fast. Just a bit. 15 seconds, come on. Take TaG. A little bit more, come on. 3, 2, and let it go. Whew. Easy. Okay, recover, recover. Each of these is going to feel really different because each time for our effort, we're coming up by 10 RPM for these first 4. So this one coming up now is what I call a crisp climbing cadence, 80 RPM. You would probably use that on a grade around 4%. Sorry, 5, 6, a little bit steeper than 4. Start thinking of grades. I like to play with that actually when I'm out on the road or the trail, and partly because our only guide to courses back when I was racing, well, our only guide to courses is the same now. I mean, you still get a Bible. It shows you what the gradients are, and so you're visualizing a little bit before you get there. Of course, you have the technology when you're on it, but I'm talking about a menu that they give you to show you the course. You're halfway through your recovery. So make sure you're going easy, okay? Even if you're feeling good right now, you've still got 4 hard ones to go. But I like to sort of play, and that's one thing I get new riders say, oh, what gear should I be in, here or here? If you kind of pay attention to that, you'll get a feel actually for what you can handle doing all this stuff when you actually get out to a pitch. So I'm turning the pedals over right now at 100 and a bit. I'm in a very easy gear. I'm only at about 100 watts. Give you an idea of what I'm doing. This is about somewhere around my 2 or 3 out of 10 effort. And in just over 45 seconds, you're gonna start your next 4 minutes, and this one's from an 80 cadence. So start thinking about that. If you're pretty quick at finding your cadence, maybe the last 30 seconds is enough. We're getting there though, right now. So 80 cadence, start bringing some gear in. You're going right up to that 85% number, or 8 out of 10. So it takes a little while. Start finding it, going in 20 seconds. Strong through the feet, guys. Last little bit. We're gonna start pretty soon. In 10 seconds, 80 cadence. Bring the rest of your gear in. If you're using my playlist, song 12, and should be basically timed anyway. 2, 1, here we go. 4 minutes, guys. Lock it in. Get yourself in this new rhythm. "30 seconds done. Play with the hand position if it helps you. 20 seconds every 20 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. Awesome job. Lock it in now. That's a minute. Really good, guys. Right there. Keep reminding yourself. Shoulders down. Hold on to that rhythm. Awesome. You're well on top of this now. Good job, everyone. On. Let your ankles move. Feel that pressure against the pedals. Power position. Halfway through this effort, 90 seconds before we increase our cadence. Come on. Stay with me now. Steady head. Pistons working. So good, you guys. Come on. Hold it right here. We're on the good side of this now. A little bit of photobombing going on there in the back. 3 minutes. Come on, guys. Tempo on this hill. Almost there. Gonna make it a push now for the top. Rolling it up. 2, 1, 5 to 10 RPM. Come on. Up, up, up. Come on, guys. Dig in. Stay with it. If you need to, stand to get over the top. 5, 3, 2, and back it up. Good job. Recover. Recover. Whew. Okay. Soft pedal. Easy as you like. Those are hard. Now starting from those lower cadences, some of you might feel comfortable down there. Some of you will prefer our next couple. You're in an easier gear, a little higher cadence, same effort level at the start, and the same wattage if you're watching that, but it'll feel a little different. Hey Brent, are you pointing at me? Okay, so one thing. Take pictures when I'm looking really bad. Okay, so one thing actually I thought was kind of funny. One of the Wednesday night guys said, used to sitting in a big room halfway through our recovery, by the way, you guys. So 90 seconds to go. Used to sitting in a big room or a full room of a bunch of guys all riding together, and said, yeah, it's kind of different looking at faces instead of butts. So it's kind of a funny concept, I guess. I end up following around behind people, looking a lot of butts out on the road, but when we're in here, I'm always getting to see the expressions and the antics. And Brent's just as much of a ham on the computer as he is in the class. I can see that. 45 seconds, okay? Might want to see if he says anything. 40 seconds. This one, 90 cadence. So now we're at a fairly optimal range for most of you. May not even be on a hill per se. Could just be a false flat. And we're bringing it up at 90 cadence. We're bringing it up to have an effort level of 8 out of 10 again, or 85%. Looking really good. This is our middle effort now, going in 10 seconds. Little quick reminder, relax everything, find your cadence, bring that gear in, and back to our hard push. 2, 1, and get into it. Good. Awesome job. Got a little bit of the evening glare here. We got it fixed now, I think. 30 seconds. Hold on to that 90 cadence. Still, we're between 20 and 25 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. If you don't have an RPM cadence meter, around 22, 23. Lock it in. Bit more cardiovascular, less of a muscular push. 60 seconds. Come on, guys. Eyes up. Even if you're on your TT bars, look where you're going. Hold on, pulling through. Strong through the feet. Really good, you guys. Holding on to this tempo. Focus on the rhythm. Nicely done. Come on, guys. Pull from the energy. Hold on to that 90-ish. We're halfway through this effort. So good, you guys. Come on. Give your elbows a shake. Remind yourself to relax. Come on, guys. Strong through the pedals now. Another 30 seconds gone. Use your visuals. What makes you feel strong? Come on, guys. 60 seconds. Stay with it now. Everyone together, come on. In 10 seconds. Pushing for the finish. 3, 2, 1. 5 to 10 RPM, come on. Come on. Think you can. 15. Stay with it. 5, 3, 2, let it go. Whew. Okay. Recover, recover, right back down, 2 out of 10. Sometimes the efforts we're doing, where we would be focusing on being able to carry through, on being able to just back off to 50% and then recover and come back again. but they're quite hard efforts to do that from. A smidge off as your training goes along, a smidge off that, and your body will actually go, oh, yeah, you're asking me to recover at 50%? I can do that. But take some time, take some development, and it's another thing we'll do in different workouts. So tonight, we're just focusing on sticking that number, trying to carry it through 3.5 minutes, and then just bumping it up to where probably not going to recover without taking full recovery. If you are, you might be needing to reassess where your 8 out of 10 is. Okay, we're over halfway in our recovery. Good to see a couple people I haven't seen for a while. And we've got, we had Greg Beach join us. Can't see him on the screen, but we were just talking yesterday, saying we did our camp with Maui. I was camp with a rider in Maui, and that was the end of February. Seems like a lifetime ago. But it's just around the corner, right? Okay, this one, 100 cadence. For some of you, that might actually be getting back into not feeling like your most efficient cadence, but try and dabble around there. Same effort level. So right now, as you're flushing your legs and you're easy, find 100 cadence and start bringing a little bit of gear in, a little bit of gear. I think as far as my playlist, I'd be down at some GNR, Sweet Child of Mine right now, if you're on it. But there are quite a few songs after that as well, if that's not to your taste. We're starting this one now. 85%, come on, Janet, jump on the bike. 100 cadence, 2, 1, come on, 4 out of 5. Get into the rhythm. Try and find that cadence. Don't cheat on the cadence. Try and learn it. Good job, 30 seconds done already. Come on, guys, circles. Give your fingers a tap. Try and relax. This one, all riding together. Big, strong group. Get into it. Breathe. Focus on that leg speed. "90 seconds done. Awesome job, guys, come on. Focus. Driving forward. Picking off points along the way. Come on. You've been amazing. Everybody's so good. Staying in the moment. Pedal stroke by pedal stroke. Down. On. Get fierce now. It's right there. In sight. 3, 2, bring it up, come on. 5 to 10 RPM. Less than 30 seconds. Eye on the prize, come on. Drive it right through. 15. Bit more, come on. Push, push, push. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Back it up. Cover, recover. I'm at a 1 out of 10 now. It's allowed for these parts if you want. Two and a half minutes to go for recovery. I was laughing today talking to one of my old, actually a running teammate who now rides with us. And we had the same coach back in the day. And I guess he was visiting him. Ivor's an old guy now, he's in his 90s. But I was thinking about all my coaches and how tough they all were. But he had a really good one. I remember running on the track, trying to do whatever, 800-meter repeats or something like that to get ready for my 5K and 10K races. When I was having a bad day, or I remember this one day in particular, I was just nowhere near my splits, and I'd come across the line, and it'd be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Supposed to be counting down seconds. It's like, you're going so slow, I have to count it down by days. How do I get landed with all those tough nuts? Okay, last one, all right? Coming up, I'm going to give you another whole minute here. You're going to find your cadence. You've done all those efforts now, 70, 80, 90, 100 cadence. I want you to find the cadence that you're feeling you're going to deliver the power most effectively at, and same starting point. So we're same effort. If you prefer being in the 80s somewhere, 90s, 100, your choice. We're going in 40 seconds. Find the cadence now. Have a little drink. Get you ready for this last effort. And this is the last of the night. Other than we're just going to do a little bit of sign sprints, high leg speed stuff at the end. You're going in 20 seconds now. Bring some gear in. Should be at about 6 out of 10 now. So you're not jumping in it from nothing. A little bit more. You're going in 5. Focus on your feet being relaxed. 2, 1. Come on, guys. Last one. 4 minutes to go. Good, get into it. Pulling around, bottom of the circle. Strong through the center. 30 seconds done. Crank up those tunes. If you're listening to my playlist, it's a Clutch song, Electric Worry. Come on, guys. 60 seconds down. On, keep it fierce. Tell your legs to shut up. Think of something else. 90 seconds in, come on. This is for all the marbles now. So good, you guys, come on. 2 minutes to go. Come on, stay with me now. Ride it like you mean it. Right there, come on. 1 more minute like this. Up, 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 come on. Come on, everybody. No quitters. This is our last minute, come on. Stay committed, come on. Push. Just count it, pedal stroke by pedal stroke. Coming up to our last 30 seconds. Come on, you got this. Think you can, all the way. I'll say up, up. You bring the cadence up. Up, up. Come on. Halfway. Up, up. Pass the line. Come on. 10. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Woo-wee. Recover. Recover. Gear off. Whew. Raise your right hand. On your back. Little pat. Big in sports. Lots of times in everything in life, but certainly in our athletic pursuits, we can tend to be a bit hard on ourselves. And remember, that's when we talk about pedal stroke by pedal stroke, small goal by small goal, give yourself acknowledgement when you achieve those. It's just like every day right now, some of you have had to put some pretty big plans with events and things on hold, but this is all good homework going into that. Some of them have been postponed, like BC Bike Race are saying there's still going to be a go in September, hope so. But just in all you do, when you're doing these hard efforts, sometimes the numbers are not reflecting what you want to see on a day as well. So don't use them those days. You know, if it's too much negativity and you can't get your head out of it, it's still worth being there and doing the work. You'll feel better for it. Right now, just to finish off, what I'm going to do is have everyone at a comfortable cadence, 90 to 100. Bring in a little bit of gear, and this is a bit more like a structured last piece of warm down, but we're also going to just do some little sign sprints. And sign sprints, quick little accelerations, turning the legs over, only 10 to 15 seconds in around there. So find that cadence, find a bit of gear, and we're going to do this for the next 6 minutes. And just make sure you get a proper active warm down. Like we're riding home after those huge efforts, and we're just going to give ourselves a little bit of a consolidation in our work. All right, you got your gear? We're settling into this now. We're into our 6 minutes. Nice and relaxed. Another reminder, we probably did a little bit of this turtling as we were getting into some of the ends of our efforts there. Let's try and bring it back, straight back, bend in the elbows, riding along in this nice, fast-moving group. And we're going to do some side sprints, that's all. So I would like to have you guys participate in this, but I think I'll call it out. I'll tell you who's the activator each minute or so. Okay? We're 1 minute done. And I know David Goodman is always good for a little attack. So he's leading it out. Up, come on, quick feet, turn it over, 10 to 15. Back down, settle into the tempo. Gotta watch that Annabelle. She's always ready for one. Up, chase after her. Good job, guys, relaxed. Just quick turnover. Back down. Sure you've all had friends that have got addicted to doing this when you're in France. Pretty much every village is separated by about 2 to 5 kilometers, it seems. So there's a lot of these out in the countryside. All right, gainer's always good for one. Gainer's leading it out. Up. Seraphin, Sad's going to throw in a quickie here. Up. Halfway. Back down. Tempo. How about Franny? She's got one in there. Up. And relax. Back down. Mike Schlender, whenever he sees a move, he knows it's going. Up. Back down. Less than 2 minutes, guys. Make sure you're not overgeared. If it's crept up at all, or you're feeling it a bit too much, I just want you to do the accelerations. A little bit of gear off is fine. 50%, remember. Oh, Brent, will you lead us out this last one, though? And Brent, he's sprinting off the bike. Up. Back down. All right, our last minute and a bit. Stay with me, guys. Mark's gonna lead it out. Colleen's going after him. Up, up. Come on. Colleen's got your jersey. You're doomed. Back down. And Sam was showing me a pretty darn good sprint in Maui. Up, up. Come on, guys. Let's take this one almost to the end. 20 seconds to go. Just quick feet. Awesome job, come on. 10. 3, 2, and soft pedal. Bring it all the way down. Easy, easy. Two out of 10. Whew. Always good. Awesome to have you all out. And I'm looking forward to when we can get everyone out. I think you're gonna, I think you're actually probably, with all this structure you're carrying into the summer, I think you're gonna feel pretty good once you do get out. So really happy to have you all joining me. We've added a few morning classes. Steve is gonna come and be teaching next Friday. And so we have a class every morning except Monday and Sunday, or Sunday and Monday, I suppose that's the way it goes for now. But hopefully those of you who have gotten our TaG takeout, thank you very much for joining us in that. And weather permitting, you'll be able to do some of that outside. And the workout, the second workout that I put on that actually does reflect what we're doing indoors that week as well. And feel free to drop a note if you're really concerned about your fatigue level or anything. I've given some options, but everybody's different for sure. And then as well, if you can go and check out our videos and subscribe, because that will help YouTube decide that we should be there. Okay, so thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna stick around and chat for a little bit. And for the video portion though, that's a wrap.